What's up, everybody? It's Smogwheel fan. Today I'm gonna be doing who will win in a fight. Street Fighters Ibuki versus Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy's Yuffie. In my opinion, this is all opinion. Me just having fun, and I think this is the best one yet. Yo, that's why I saved it. Like, you know how to say best for last. I know, but I just went all in on this compared to the last one. So let's do this. So now let's start with Ibuki. Okay, this Japanese ninja can shoot a fire spark out of her hands, like more like think of it like Hadouken, but like when it's coming out. It's just like a boom, like electric spark coming out of the hand. And that's how I see it, like a little lightning bolt or something like that. This is a unique attack in the Street Fighter world or universe. Why? Because she's the only one that could do this. And in my opinion, besides that, she is no. To be honest, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's weak" or some shit. But in my opinion, I don't care. I kick people's asses that said she was weak because of that and stuff like that. But besides that, she grew up in. Let me tell you her story, by the way. Ibuki grew up in a quiet village. It was a private ninja society. It was a society just ninjas. It was more like private. It's like, hey, you're part of the clan. It's more like more like gangs. Like this is the gang. You can't go. No one else could be here. More like that. It's a secret thing, and that's the society Ibuki lived in. And growing up, she did normal things. She went to school. She loved guys. One of the things she did is really love guys. Like, it's like Ibuki's love and affection for guys is like what was it? Craziness of Amy Rose to Sonic. Yeah, see, like that. But besides that, Ibuki, even though she grew up in like a society of ninjas and all that, she eventually just joined the world tournament and began training because she already knew ninjutsu. She was trained in the ninja-based fighting style like ninjutsu, along with the other fighters. Along with that, she does have, like I said, a little lightning bolt or whatever the fuck, the blue spark that comes out of her hand. She has a tanuki named Dawn, not Dan, Biki, Dawn. Yo, I know this is weird. One day, she was sneaking out of the village to join the Sins tournament in hope to meet cool guys. Yo, does anyone even use that word cool? That word? Huh. I know I do with other friends, but I don't even know. I haven't heard that word in a while, But besides that, she like, yo, I wanna meet like some chill guys, some cool dudes. So after completing this, Ibuki, she tries to sneak out of her village again. Doing this, her clan had like a summer training, and eventually her instructor caught her, and yeah, shit. So in Street Fighter 5, let's talk about that. Street Fighter 5, basically, it's a story where it's here and there. Ibuki talks about like, oh, in the game she befriends Sakura, and those two are talking on the phone, and then she's like, oh, I cannot make it to Karen's party, and then Karen's like, oh, this, that. I don't want to spoil it for no one, so long story short, Sakura can't make it. Capcom's being a bitch, like, yo, it's obvious, put her in the game. But yeah, she meets up, and never meeting, because she never met Karen, so she meets up with Karen. She introduces, basically Bodhi tries to get in a fight with her, thinking like, oh, she's trying to sneak in shit. He gets a little bitchy, she kicks his ass. Karen comes in, and yeah, defends her. Okay, during some time of her history, she basically met Mika, which did not. They had like differences and they hated each other. Most likely friendly, hatred. See it more like Sakura and Karen. They here and there, and they butt heads, but they're not like enemies 100%. Because we do see like they do stop fighting because they're scared of Karen going to kick their ass. So if they were, button heads, they would just fight already. You know what I mean? But yeah, moving on from that. So the last we see of Ibuki, as far as I know, is in Abigail's. Yes, that piece of shit character. His fucking story where she's like, "Oh, you fought it." He's like, "No, I didn't." They get in a fight. Guess who wins? Not Ibuki. No shit. Capcom, you suck because of that. So yeah, moving on from that. Oh man, so Yuffie. Oh man, Yuffie, man, what to say besides she's one of my favorite characters and one of the cutest. Yo, but besides that, she was born during the time of a war. Her mother sadly passed away by illness while she was a child. Yuffie's father was the leader of Yutai. He turned their hometown into a terrorist attraction. Yuffie does not. At this point in the story, Yuffie did not agree with her father. She wants to restore the Yutai to its former glory. She gets hold of a number of emails to locations to secret valuable treasures and stuff. And yeah, at this, her goal is to send it to Zack in hope of stealing these, but failed. But she did steal his Bahamut Foe materia and escapes. She does eventually, email the materia back to him a few days later after not understanding how to use it. Of course, he steals some to not know how to use it. But over the years, Yuffie developed her skills as a ninja and a thief. At the age of 16, she fights Cloud and his team, of course, twice. By her second defeat, she asked to join Cloud team. She wants to join the Cloud team, dude. What's up? And hope to steal all their materia. Backstabber. So Yuffie was useful when the crew arrived in their hometown. She gave stolen, at this point, she basically got this stuff. They basically were like, my memory of Final Fantasy might not be 100%, but correct me if I'm wrong. But in the game, it shows like Yuffie's background story and learning why she became a materia hunter, and she returned their materia. She battles all the bosses and her father all by herself. So yeah, while they were headed to the final battle against Sephiroth, Yuffie tried to make one member, one of them, what was it? So Yuffie tried to make one member sign a contract that says after the war is over and the war against Sephiroth is over, all the materia basically belongs to her, pretty much. All the materia of the party, and the party as in, like, you could have like Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, like the group of friends basically belongs to her. And Yuffie helps to defeat Sephiroth, and she even saves Vincent while evacuating citizens of Midgar, and goes back to her hometown and used all her healing materia to help the citizens of the town. She got infected while exploring caves, and she's basically badass. She's looking for materia in caves. She gets infected. Yuffie and Sid arrive at Midgard and helped Cloud, to successfully defeat Bahamut Sin. I think that's how you pronounce it. A year after, Sephiroth finally defeat, they finally defeat this other guy too, named Sephiroth, if you do not know Final Fantasy. So after all this, she was placed in charge of the Espinog and intelligence gathering during the Deep One conflict. Basically, I read, on Wikipedia and other YouTube stuff, so this is where I'm getting this information from. So the game, I think this is Final Fantasy, the other one, not 7. I don't even fucking know at this point. I played 7, but not got that far, so yeah, well, Yuffie and Ibuki does rhyme. That's just a side shit, mech. These are two ninjas still. Let me just start with you know, the special moves. Yuffie has a special move, like Greased Lightning. This is a single enchant power strike land. Basically she can create a small earthquake under the enemy. Bloodfest, is a attack that can attack many enemies very quickly. Gauntlet is a attack that can fire a concentrated blast of energy. And of course, she has Doom of the Living. Basically, wait, what? Doom of the Living is like, imagine like Blood Fist but stronger. Basically it's that. So yeah, Yuffie, man. In my opinion, so like I was about to say, in my opinion, Yuffie is pretty badass. She's one of the best Final Fantasy characters and strongest, in my opinion. Because I used her in my experience using her. So yeah. So she has a powerful limit attack called All Creation. I think that was it, right? Yeah, All Creation. Basically with this, Yuffie can create a blast wave that can cause that can cause wave. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. That can cause maximum damage to all angles to its blast radius. Basically, she is like the ultimate badass. You know what I mean? Yuffie was, she was sold as a support-based character in Final Fantasy VII storyline, and she wasn't a main character. Or can match characters like Cloud, Tifa, and Barret. She was not to be underestimated though. In my opinion, she is a strong character. I used her a lot. Well, I can when I could. So yeah, she uses, she mostly is good at up close or long range. Don't her limit break. She can do more damage with her. So you can, this is how I say it. If Ibuki and Yuffie ever fought, let's say that I'll combine weapons before my final win. My winner, who I'm going to say winner. So based on this, I took I think 2 hours or 1 hour thinking about this who would win, and I came out of yeah. At one point I thought about it, and then I erased it. I was like imagine, Ibuki is about to kill. This is just a funny one. This is not written from here, by the way. Imagine Ibuki is about to fucking kill Yuffie, and then she calls in a chocobo. It's just a and it gives her the advantage to go after her and win. Just imagine the fucking chocobo falls in her fucking head, dude. But besides that, so let's see how they really fought. Final winner. Okay, Yuffie can throw her weapon, and Ibuki can use a smoke bomb to dodge it. And because Yuffie loses it, it will let Ibuki take a bigger advantage over it. Without Yuffie's weapon, because once she throws it, it's not like it's gonna come back. It's like once she throws it, it's done. As far as I heard of the research I did. So once she throws her weapon, Ibuki grabs her from behind. With her ninjutsu skills, she basically grabs her, gets her on the way. Of course, Yuffie's gonna give her an amazing fight, scratching and the shit out of fucking Ibuki to the point where she can walk. But of course, thanks for her ninja skills, she could do the little smoke bomb or some shit that she does in the intro of Street Fighter 5. So she could do that, grab, because Yuffie, she has skills like throwing, grappling, striking, and submission techniques. Even without the use of her weapons, she can successfully. Oh yeah, to be honest, shit, I forgot. I wrote it on that paper, but then I forgot to switch the inks, and shit, I wrote it on this, basically here and there. So let's do this, okay? Let me just start by one. So ninjas. Ninjas are not so much fighters but assassins. I forgot to bring this up before saying who would win what. You gotta know, ninjas are not that much of fighters, dude. They're just assassins, yo. Their approach is to kill their opponents quickly as possible to win. And yeah, that's the shit. They ain't gonna be spending time boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Fighting all over. So this is how I see it. Ibuki would be already, yeah, allotted. Of course, Ibuki being a ninja, she'll be allotted of that of Yuffie is trying to, basically, Yuffie, she's a stealer, let's be honest. So if they ever get in a fucking fight, this is how I see it. Yuffie's trying to steal something from Ibuki. That's the only way they could get in a fight. So Yuffie, she's trying to escape. Ibuki would jump on her, or in front of her, or behind her. Either way, basically jump. Let's just say in front of her. Depending which way, it would go in different ways. She would give a Shoryuken or whatever the hell, back. Those movie going ninja skills, it will basically lead into a hand-in-hand combat or a knife with her using the kunai and her using her star. In the end, after Ibuki does, because she does block a lot, just looking a lot of things of her past, and yeah, eventually leading her to get hit and get kicked in the corner by Yuffie. Punches, would be, of course, which would lead to Ibuki to fight back, and Yuffie will get the upper hand to finally kill Ibuki with her sword, whatever the hell that is, tsunai. So you can slice in the head or across the body. Yuffie would win on that scenario. So if it was a night combat thing, it would go 100% different, dude. I think Ibuki would win most of the time, because we see more of her, In my opinion, what will really happen is, besides that other point, is Yuffie would basically be like, oh shit, be stumbled upon, and Ibuki would most likely use her smoke bomb, disappearing, giving her time to go behind of Yuffie turns. While Yuffie tries to turn around, she'll receive a spark so high on her chest, killing her, leaving her done. So yeah. Or the last one, Ibuki uses her V-trigger and kicks her up and just demolishes her. It just destroys her into pieces. The V-trigger, I think, that's how Ibuki would kill Yuffie, because Yuffie and Ibuki, they are ninjas and they are well trained, but she has a V-trigger. And she has badass powers, dude. The materia and all that. So in my opinion, in a way, Ibuki would win most of the time. Even though I think Yuffie has a huge chance of winning. So yeah, all this other stuff is just fucking weird stuff. Listen to this one. As Ibuki is helplessly crying, Yuffie will walk up to Ibuki and say, well, I'm the best ninja. Too sad, walks away, stops. Then she will use her blast wave or another attack, killing Ibuki. Final finish for Ibuki. Oh man, this shit goes deep, dude. I wrote other things, so I was like, oh dude, I don't think I want to fucking say that shit. Too bad Ibuki, And then the Yuffie one is even worse. Shit. So this is my percentage. 100% Ibuki, 77% what the fuck is percent? 177% on the side of Yuffie, and in my opinion, I think that's good numbers. 77%, 100. She was more active. She's in more games and all that. Yuffie though, she's a badass ninja as well. So yeah, with that being that, tell me in the comments who you think will win, Yuffie or Ibuki. In my opinion, come on, in a way, I say Ibuki a little bit more, dude. I don't know, this is a new series, so I kind of fucking messy, all this stuff. So in the future, I might just focus on the main stuff. So yeah, with that being that, tell me in the comments who you want to see next, and yeah, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And until next time, bye.